guys feeling?
Feeling good. A little lighter day today. I took about 25 minutes off of the guys between yesterday and today than what we've done the last few weeks. We're a little bit, it's week 10, but kind of week 12 when you include the bye week. So, we got to get to the game day as fresh as possible, and they're coming off a bye.
Coach, any news on Cam? How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing really well. I mean, he's going to play, barring something changing. You would expect him to play the football game. So I fully expect him to play this week unless something changes.
There'd be no way to hold it back if you wanted to anyway, right? It seems like he's...
Well, I mean, I can always hold it back.
Yeah. But it's better to say well than go.
100%. It's such a competitor. That's the one thing our football team is. It's filled with competitors, guys who love to compete, and we recruit to that. We embrace that, and I think it's infectious when you have a team that just loves to compete. They love that, and so it's exciting to get him back. Like I said, barring something happening here in the next couple of days, and I know he's ready to get back.
Speaking of running backs, where does D?
Another really, really good back. I mean, they rush the ball like crazy. He has unbelievable patience, and he's so strong. Not very rarely does he go down wherever he's contacted. And their style of play, fits into that mold because they'll run the ball until you stop it. So if he runs you over for a gain of 5, and then he does it again, it's a first down. Mm-hmm. And they just keep doing that. And they don't really care what else happens in the game if they can keep doing that. And there's great power in that, and that's why, Coach has won 4 national championships there. That's why he's built and continued a really good program there at Kansas State and built upon that into where they are right now.
As far as Keyshawn in the same boat as Cam?
Yeah,
okay.
Same boat.
Coach, you talked about these guys play better when they're underdogs, when they're behind. Do you feel that this week?
Well, we are. So right. They definitely feel it. I mean, I've showed them, everybody who says that we're still not good, we haven't played anybody. I've showed them that we're one of the few set 2-win teams that still aren't ranked. It's that time of year where it's time to bring out all the external motivation. There's 3 games left, so we're going to bring out anything that we can. Our guys have been so focused game by game, not on the bigger picture, and we stay focused game by game. But I think definitely you have to point out the fact that our guys have worked really, really hard, and we got to continue to do that if we want to, do what we think we can accomplish, and that's just be the very best version of us. And it's still out there. Got to be better today than we were yesterday, and repeat.
What do you anticipate in terms of the atmosphere in Manhattan?
Loud. It's not supposed to be too cold, which is nice. Because Coach told me at Pac-12 media days, or Big 12, my fault, media days. Big 12 media days to pack a jacket. So I think I can wear a light jacket. It says it's supposed to be like 58 to 60, which is nice. So we kind of got lucky there. So it's gonna be an exciting game, unbelievable atmosphere versus 2 of the top 4 teams in the league right now that are still in contention for the title. So it'll be a great challenge.
How gratifying is it to be playing meaningful football games this late in the month of November?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like I told our guys, I don't know if there's another team in the country who has a better chance to, compete to win a championship right now, that lives in as good of a city, with as good of weather, that practices in the environment we practice. I don't know if there's a better place to be anywhere than in Tempe, Arizona, where you can, right now, currently, where we're competing for something in 68-degree weather, where people move in the summer and flock in from all over the country to be in. Where else literally would you rather be?
In terms of their defense of Kansas State, do they remind you of any other Big 12 opponents earlier this year?
Yeah, they remind me a little bit. Big 12 opponents?
Big 12 opponents.
Yeah, they're obviously an odd front, and we've obviously struggled with the odd fronts. So all the odd front teams we've faced, Texas Tech, we obviously struggled with. Cincinnati obviously wasn't a good game, and most of the teams that did that we struggled with. So that's another thing that compounds the challenge is, we got to go play better versus the odd front than teams in the past. But this team, the structure of this team actually reminds me of their rival, Kansas. It reminds us the toughness, the physicality, the way they play the game. That's what they remind me of. But obviously they've won a lot of those games that obviously Kansas hasn't this year. They've wound up on top. But that toughness and that grittiness and that just style of play, they're definitely a gritty football team.
So you mentioned Kansas. Obviously you played them. They're the team that beat them in Manhattan earlier this year. What did you take away from that game? From Kansas beating Kansas State.
No. Kansas State beat them.
Okay.
But it was a great game. It was a phenomenal game. They stopped them with 4:20 left. Kansas got a stop with 4:20 left in the game, had the ball with under 4 minutes left to go with the game and the lead. So if you turned it off early, after dark, that's fair. I don't blame you because it looked like it was in the bag. It looked like it was in the bag, and it just shows you they're coming out on the right end of these wins, similar to us. And that's the challenge. The margin of victory in this league is so small that you have to win. You have to win the situations. You have to win third downs. You have to win the red zone. You have to win the middle eight. Right? You have to win the turnover battle. Like you have to win those things, and that's what this football team does.
Coach, to piggyback off that, when you said after the game, like your team found a way to win, obviously against UCF, but when you said in the beginning of the season responding to adversity, and they've been gritty, and like you said, they've been competing, play tough, but in your eyes, how have they just overall as a team been responding to adversity and growing each week?
Yeah, they definitely have done that at a high rate. Obviously, early, some of the road games we didn't do a great necessarily job of earlier, but I think we've found a rhythm there. We just have a sense of belief. You look at our leaders on defense and you believe they're going to make the play. Does that mean they're always going to make it? No. The shot doesn't always go in. But the sense of belief that you're going to has to be there. And I think on offense and defense, our guys believe that when the game's on the line, we're going to make the play. Are we always going to make it? Sadly enough, no. I wish I could say 100% of the close games we're going to win, but it's not going to happen. But the sense of belief that we're going to win is there, and that's why you see us on top of these games. And that has nothing to do with our coaching staff. That's leadership. That's the players. That's the guys that go and make the plays.
Is this what it's all about, though? Being at this point in the season, having a chance to get better, having a chance to play meaningful games, and having a chance to win a championship?
No. I mean, what it's all about is building relationships with these guys and seeing Jordan Tyson go from being the first one out of the building to contrasting from the hot tub to the cold tub for an hour after practice and then coming up extra to get film. That to me is what it's all about. This is a reflection. Playing meaningful games is a reflection of that, because that's the groundwork for that kid being successful in life. So for me, that's what it's all about, is all the things nobody really sees, but it's easier to convince guys to work hard, to build good habits, to do those things, to put themselves in position to be successful in life when they see that we are playing meaningful games. And that's their surrogate to why they want to do all that hard work. So for them, it's what it's all about. For me, it's all about getting these guys to understand how to be successful in life. And football is the avenue to do it. And the competitive nature in me, of course, this is what the coaching is all about. The actual football side of it is all about this. But why I do it, it's all about the other stuff. Preparation. He prepares. Usually, quarterbacks either make bad throws to turn the ball over, they either make stupid decisions to turn the ball over, or they get duped. They don't know what they're doing. They don't see it, right? Well, he prepares like a champion, right? He has really good field vision, right? So very, very few throws is he going to be, duped on from that perspective. And then he's a fairly accurate guy, in his willingness to pull it down and run when he doesn't like the window. I think all builds into that. And I think that's a phenomenal trait to have, especially as a freshman, to take care of the football at that rate. There's right now to this date, there's no wood over here, but if I knock on wood, I don't know, that's wood behind me, right? But I would say there's only one play where he's thrown an interception this year that was really a scheme-based play, where he maybe didn't see it, and it was a corner route that he kind of did see it. He just threw the ball a little bit inside too, but that's the only one that I could say was just absolutely didn't see a guy, and testament to him.
Kenny, what would you say are the keys to victory this Saturday?
Stop the run, contain the quarterback, run the ball, win your one-on-ones. If we do those things, we'll be very successful. Like I told our guys, this is a fight. This is a dog fight. This is not going to be a game where you go in and it's a 3-round knockout. This is going to be a fight where you may win round 1, they may win rounds 2 through 4, you may win 5, 6, 7. You just got to keep swinging. And it doesn't matter what happens. The team that gets back up and continues to swing and fight and compete is probably going to be the team that wins. If you took all the stats out of it, the third downs, the fourth downs, the red zone, obviously that correlates to winning. Both sides of the ball know that. This week more than others, this is a mindset game of you better come ready to fight because they're going to hit you in the mouth and they're going to do it over and over again.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.